Hi everyone, my name is Parveen Singh. Today we start Transportation Engineering 2, Unit number 5, Maintenance of Road and Payment Failure. So from the unit number 5, we discussing about topic name Sexual Payment Failure. So dear, start with introduction part. If we see in unit name road maintenance and failure of payment. So first I told you about the maintenance, why we necessary maintenance. That is the introduction part. So road maintenance is the one of most important component of road system. It involves the assessment of road conditions, diagnosis of the problem, and adopting the most appropriate maintenance step. Even if the highway are well designed, they may require maintenance due to its less design life. Various type of failure occurs in the pavement which range from minor to major distresses. Here we see general causes of pavement failure. First point is poor soil. It is most common problem in pavement design. The most soil problem in the southeast is a high water table. If not accounted for at the time of construction, a high water table will erode the soil and eventually lead to pavement failure. There, poor soil means shearing strength of soil will be decreases due to our water table is high. That's why by the capillary action, the soil adhesive power is decreases. So you can directly say poor soil means shear strength is weak of that soil. Second point is inferior material quality. If the material laid on the ground is not good enough, will be leads to several defect and failure. Which material used in payments that will be qualified our standard strength norms. In laboratory, that material is placed on construction site. Right. Third point is improper geometry. Due to improper geometry of roads, loads of factor may arise which keep the pavement deformation. Improper geometry means your camber for drain not proper, right? And so your camber is not proper. That's why your rainwater is penetrate into pavements. So you should design such a way as per standard geometry so you get a perfections to making a payment. Next point is overloading of vehicles. A vehicle is to be heavy loaded when it is being loaded more than its carrying capacity. According to IRC, the maximum wheel load for standard axle is 80 kN. Due to heavy movement of pavement or overloaded vehicles or increased traffic volume, several stresses take place. Dear, we know very well for making a payment, we follow IRC guidelines. According to IRC guidelines, in standard norms, capacity of vehicles is defined. Right. When we design the pavement, we follow the density of vehicle, volume of vehicle as per standard IRC rules. Then we design the pavement. Right. If we overloading the vehicle, if we overload the standard axle load, it may impact on your pavement strength and it will failure. Right. Next point is environmental factors. It includes heavy rainfall, soil erosion, high water table, snowfall, frost action. You also know it in heavy rainfall, soil erosion. These factors are environmental factors which impact on pavement failures. Next point is inadequate drainage. Dear, due to improper drainage resulting in stagnation of water in the subgrade, which could be the main reason pavement failure in future. Right. So in above points, we study general causes of pavement failures. Now we study which type of failure occurs in flexible pavements. Here, surface deformation. Surface deformation on as a corrugation, routing, sewing, settlement, and upheaval. Second is cracking. Which type of cracking is occurs in pavements? Fatigue cracking, transverse cracking, longitudinal cracking, edge cracking. Next is disintegration. Disintegration is two types, potholes, second is patches. Next point is surface defects. Surface defect types is revealing, second is bleeding. So now we study one by one each failures. First failure is flexible pavement failure. Flexible pavement failure is first point is alligator cracks. Here known as map cracking or crocodile cracking or fatigue failure. Since it appears similar as alligator skin, so it is called as alligator cracks. If we see by sketch what alligator cracks, these are alligator cracks. If you going on a road, you can see This type of cracks. The failure can be due to weakness in the surface, base or subgrade. A surface or base that is too thin, poor drainage or combination of all three. The main reason of this type of failure is the repetitive application of heavy movement of traffic. Here, in exam point of view, question number 1 is attempted from such type of defect. You can in the first question, following question will be asked. Define alligator cracks. Alligator cracks, also known as map cracking, also in a question ask map cracking or crocodile cracking or fatigue failure. So you learn about these name also, two alligator cracks, right? Second cracks is block cracks. Look like a large interconnected rectangles roughly. Means block created of interconnected rectangle cracks. You can see in figure such like this roughly rectangles cracks. You can see roughly rectangles. This is larger size than two alligator cracks. Its shape roughly is right angle. Is rectangles. Generally, it caused by shrinkage of the asphalt pavement due to an inability of asphalt binder to expand and contract with temperature cycle. This can be because of mix was mixed and placed to dry. This size of each rectangle may vary from 1 foot by 1 foot to 10 foot by 10 foot. It spreads over a large area of ground. You can see here this figure. You can see block type cracks. Next cracks is longitudinal cracks. Longitudinal cracks are individual and run parallel to the center line. This distress can be considered as either a structural or an environmental distress. So you can see in a sketch, this is longitudinal cracks. This is generated along a center line of roads in a traffic direction. These can be result of both pavement fatigue, reflective cracking, and poor joint constructions. Right. Next is transverse cracks. Transverse cracks are single cracks perpendicular to the pavement center line or lay down direction. In a sketch, you can see these cracks are developed in transverse directions of traffic, right? This one is the transverse cracks. This you can see also here, transverse cracks. Transverse cracks can be caused by reflective cracks from an underlying layer, daily temperature cycle, and poor construction due to improper method. The transverse cracks and longitudinal cracks, also called reflective cracks. If below layer is reflect to the cracks, that is transferred to the upper layer, that is called reflective cracks. Next is patch. A patch is an area or portion of pavement greater than 0.1 square meter that has been removed or replaced with new material to repair the existing pavement. You can see patch on a road. Here you can see patches on road. You can see whenever you move on a road, you can easily see such type of defect on pavement. This is called patches. A patch is considered a defect no matter how well it is performing. A patch area or adjacent area usually does not perform as well as original pavement section. Right. This defect can be improved by taking the measurement in square feet and square meter and filling it with a fresh layer of bitumen. This defect is created due to inferior materials. How can remove? How can repair? You can see in next topic. You can also see here how can repair patch. You can see in next video how can repair different type of defects. Next defects are potholes. These are small oval shaped depression in the pavement surface that penetrate all the way through the asphalt layer down to the base course. Here, don't be confused. Patches and potholes are totally different. Here, potholes shaped like a vowels. In a deeper, it will be small size, and upper edge it will be large size. But in case of patches, it will be uniform in size, like this. You can see here. In the western United States, these are known as chuck holes. The porthole can expand to several feet in width, and later it leads to the formation of patches. They do not develop too much in depth. The vehicle tires are damaged due to large potholes. In cold temperature, the water trapped in the potholes will carry out the freezing and thawing action that leads to additional stress and crack propagation. Potholes are also repaired by patchwork. These are potholes. Next is edge cracking and shoulder drop off. Edge cracking travel along the inside edge of a pavement surface within 1 or 2 feet. The most common cause for this type of crack is poor drainage condition and lack of support at the pavement edge. If you see the edge cracking, it will occurs at the edge of road, such like this. You can see in this sketch also. This cracks is due to the roots are vegetative roots are created in at edge. Here you can see edge cracking. As a structure point of view, you can also analysis at the edge, no propagating strength. Due to this crack is occurs. Heavy vegetation along a pavement edge and heavy traffic can also be the instigator of shoulder drop off. It can be improved by rooting out existing vegetation and by fixing the drainage problem. It can be removed by filling the crack or seal the cracks to prevent further deterioration. Next type of cracks are slippage cracks. Slippage cracks are crescent shape or horse shape or soy shape cracks or tear in the surface layer. You can analyze by this sketch. This is slippage cracks. You can see in this figure clearly. Here you can also see slippage crack, like a slipping surface. You can see surface slip to over to other surface. You can see here, right? Here is previous surface and here is new surface. It slipped to over a new surface, right? Next is weathering and raveling. It is the addition between the asphalt cement and aggregate. Deformation starts with breaking up of fine aggregates in a small pieces and leaves small patches over the pavement. Here you can see here you can see here fine aggregate is deteriorate, disintegrate. You can see this surface. Later, the large aggregate break and leave rough surface. After fine aggregate is removed to the surface, at a long time, you can see coarse aggregate also removal from surface and we got roughly surface Such type of cracks is called weathering and raveling defects. Next is routing. The depression formed in the surface is called routing. Routing you can see in this figure. This is the routing. Depression occurs. This depression mainly usually occurs when tra- when traffic move. The wheel occurs which surface due to heavy weight it will be depressed. You can see in expressway, in highways, you can see such type of problem. This is formed in the wheel path surface along the way of road. This depression will make the other side of wheel to undergo uplift. It is caused by insufficient pavement thickness, lack of compaction of asphalt, stone base or soil, weak asphalt mixes, or moisture infiltration. If routing is minor or if it has stabilized, the depression can be filled and overlaid. If the deformation are severe, the rooted area should be removed and replaced with stable material. Next is corrugation. Next is corrugation. Transverse undulation appear at regular interval due to unstable surface core caused by stop and go traffic. The only difference between routing and corrugation is the direction of distal undulation. You can see corrugated surface like this. This will occurs in transverse directions. In which direction traffic move? Here we can see corrugated defects. Next is bleeding. Excess bitumen binder occurs on the pavement surface, causes bleeding. Bleeding causes a shining glass-like reflective surface that may be taken to the touch. Here you can see is glassy surface, usually found in wheel path. Right, bleeding when bitumen come up to surface of bitumen's layer, that will be occurs. It is usually occurs in wheel path. Next type of defect is frost heaving or swelling. Upheaval is a localized upward movement or a formation of upward blurs in a pavement due to swelling of the subgrade. This can be due to expensive soil that swell due to moisture or frost heave. You can see here depression or upheaving. Right. So today we teach all type of defect in flexible payments. You can learn seriously. In exam point of view, it may occur in 5 marks in question number 1 and other questions. You can all you can ask any type of defects in 5 marks. So you learn all type of defects for flexible payment. In a next video, we see repair of all type of cracks. Thank you.